Yeah, there are many equals here, but for me, the price is balanced here, Fernando, because when we make it this low, before we pushing higher on the Friday 8 a.m. candle, this candle take all this liquidity. We have a relative equals here and low here. So price push here, so all this liquidity is already gone. So now, price trade back. We can see this. That's a breaker, and if you take a look at you, 50% of the breaker, the body, and do this. Look, price almost trade to 50%. So maybe we can see trade a little bit lower, something around this range. But just to touch this breaker is like can be a reversal point because is a breaker right before you make this swing low to higher price. So in my opinion, I think we're not going to trade below to these lows because the price is already traded here last Friday. So we now have the opening few minutes. We need to wait, but you're welcome. But now my plan was if the price didn't take these lows in the opening, after the opening we take these lows and trading higher. So right now, because we already push higher and take the highs, maybe you can see some kind of a retracement here and then pushing higher after the open, because now we have the midnight range, this opening range of yesterday, because and this closing range that's not balanced. You just have a sell side here, and here can be a reversal too. So 2.5 standard deviation. We never close below. That happened in London, and now we try to push in lower again. So 2 times we fail to trade below. There can be a reversal here, and I'm convinced that maybe can be the lows because of this retracement level 0.0786 of the current range, and between 0.0786 and 0.705 of the full range since last Friday. No, I never talk. I didn't talk much about this market because I said the other day I was trying to figure out how the daily profiles work, but basically it's the range of the first 30 minutes of the after midnight, first 30 minutes. Yeah. This here we have two ranges, one range inside the other. So I measure like both ranges as one, because one are inside the other. Yeah, the range of this. Yeah, yeah, Marco. The first 30 minutes, correct. Yeah, welcome. And for me, this makes sense. We don't have more new week opening gaps below this low. I mean, this is the last one. So in the downside, we just have the monthly opening gap. That's very long ago. This is around, I don't know. This is for May 20, 2024. So it doesn't make sense price pushing to this low. And now when we don't have a new week opening gaps below, we can do something like this. And now think about the logic of the deviations. We never close below -1 is a manipulation leg to go upside. Think about the deviation, and also was almost 2.25 deviation off of the 7-hour regular trading hours gap. So for me, it doesn't make sense to go lower. Maybe we can try push lower to this 50%, but when we reject the price 2 times on the upper quarter, it shows like weakness of price to trade lower. And this don't need anymore. Oh, let me start recording. I was forgetting. I'm using the measures on NEQ because I was watching the price yesterday, Joe. Uh, I have two measures on micros that show me something that wasn't right, and on the NEQ was the right one. So I'll measure the chart using the NEQ. Today will be a tape reading. I'll not or show my trade live, but I'll give some tips what I'm looking to the price. And after I take the trade, I show the trading ongoing, and I'll take trading on micros. But the measures I'll do on minis. Yes, Ryan. Yes, I put yesterday. There's a channel on premium. There's a channel called RMT Live Stream. Is the one channel above with the regular live stream that we do, and all the lives are there. I can get here. Hold on. It's this one, right? No, 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 Coconut. It happened many times. The closing range is a range that most likely London, Asia, and London trade into. Right after that, for New York, I mean, if those levels are not filled yet, New York can trade those levels. But let's say 9 of 10 times, Asia or London trade the 4 standard deviation of the closing range. So for New York, it doesn't make sense. But for Asia and London, yes, it's a good level to think about where price can go. You're welcome, Brian. As we can see, so that's yesterday's range. So that's the closing range. And what we did, Asia and London, boom, we trade here. So perfect, it's gone. So now New York do a different thing. You're welcome. Thank you, Kunal. Appreciate it. It's great, man. That's great. So the 9 to 9.15 range today is big. So we look into these deviations, see how prices behave here. And that's our current range. Yeah, as we expected, we trading lower to rebalance this range, and maybe we trading higher. So let's see this retracement levels. That's the rejection block, and that's the deviation, the fractal consolidation deviation. Yeah, I mean, I always wait for the opening, Frank, but I think we're gonna retrace it here to going higher. That's my thoughts, because we are in the dealing range low. We trade to the dealing range high. Now we get back to the deep premium again, this lower quarters, and will be something around here. Having this fair value gap, and there's this breaker too. But we see how price behave after the open. We see the opening deviations, and see what makes sense. Yeah, maybe we can take these lows, or we retrace some of these levels here. Uh, Price sometimes take the 9 and 9.15 range low, and sometimes trade to some deviation levels of this range, the 9 to 9.15 here. Sometimes price take the lows just a week and trade to the other side, or sometimes trade, let's say, 786 or 886 of this level and rejection right away. We need to look to see. This can be a now the opening. So let's see. Pressing the 233 of the fractal consolidation and get to this 50% up here. Let's see these levels here. If you can take the low, of course. Price failed to close below the 2.5. Let's see if this confirms. You need to wait. It can be a retrace between 0 and -1, but that can be a reversal. This one can take off. So look, we retrace to 0 -1. So probably gonna finish this delivery here to 4 and 4.5. Because we didn't close below the 2.5 yet. But if you think about this deviation here, we got almost 3. We closed below the 2.5. So makes sense we 3 retrace to some of these levels and then trading back lower here. Zero -1. We touch this level. I was at the 9:30 open range, Mr. Keiko. Frank, I know that price sometimes refer back to candles with no wicks, but I never pay attention that. I mean, it's not relevant for me. I took this long and I close here. Now I need to see what happened here. Price failed to close above the opening range 3 times, but we are in this choppy because we can close on the downside or even the upside. So it price choppy here. Now we close above -1, close outside the range. So 2.33, some retrace here, and then if close above 2.5, for deviation. Think about this swing low here. retrace to almost 0.705 of the range. With 32.33, retrace to 0 in -1, and now probably gonna get back here, close above, and trade it to 4. Price now couldn't close outside the opening range, so probably on 950 macro, we're gonna see pricing going higher. I mean, close outside this opening range here. Yep, great tech, great. We retrace until this here, never take this low. Now we almost have it at 10 a.m. Yeah, in these choppy conditions, Frank, it's difficult to trade. You need to wait to see the definition of the price because at the opening we never close below the 2.5 and also never close above the one deviation to the upside. So it is in this consolidation range. So we're most likely to see because of this. Maybe we can trade here, or no, we can reverse from this level here. Because think about this deviation after this swing low, we we get to the between 2 and 2.33 level, and then we retrace but never take it this low. So this deviation is still in chart. So now hit the 4 deviation of this of the opening range and probably going higher. Then we can do this as well. the 4.5 of this deviation here. And if you think about this one, one, also 44.5. Yeah, today's was chopped in the middle. Now we're pushing lower. Yeah, the like Frank said, we just this candle closed above the opening range. Now we're pushing lower, and then other level that we need to look. We are on 4.5 deviation of this range here, and here we touch the 50% of this uh, between these levels, this quarter here. This one, and this is almost 4 deviation of the regular trading hours gap. So almost 4. On the higher time frame of the current range, the full range, almost 0.886. Yeah, just touch the 0.886 level retrace. And this minus 0 and minus 1 of the blue box is 0.786. Yeah, we touched four deviation of the 7 hour regular trading hours and the lower quarter of this, almost the 50% of this range, and 2.5 of the RT gap. here, the deviation of the fractal consolidation that formed at 10 a.m. Maybe you can see some retrace here, 2.33, 2.5. This one. If close below this level, and then we can trade to these lows here. And measure this week here of this fractal consolidation, almost got to 44.5. This one. And let's say of the full range from here to here, we are on the 0705, between 705 and 786 retrace. Yeah, that was fast, Paul. I mean, after we failed here, uh, I was maybe initially think I retrace here back to the opening range at 10, but when I saw the 10 a.m. fail to get back to the opening, I saw that we going lower, and then we start moving down. And now is this? If you think about some retracement levels after this, will be around here because we closed below 2.5, and will be something around here. Yeah, the 930 franc was a good entry. Uh, was the first time that price rejected the midnight range. So 915, 910. Sorry, no, sorry, 915 after price pushing higher. Uh, we touched the midnight range here and failed to close above. That's a signature to lower price too. And initially, after this, uh, when we don't trade above the midnight, I always look at 12 or 16 deviation. No, no. And 16 here. So price is probably 15 here. 569. Yeah, and if you get here, 507, we between these two range between 16 and 20. But look into the RTA chart. Now we touch 3.5 deviation of the RTH gap. So we're most likely to see maybe a retracing, but maybe later in the day, price can touch here for 4 deviation of the regular trading hour. And if you think about the sum retracing here, it's because we trade between 3 and 3.5 level. We're gonna retrace uh, something around here between 0 and 1 or 1 and 1.5, and then we have this final delivery here. It can happen or before lunchtime or maybe in the PM session, but price has to come a little bit lower, I guess, some of these levels here. But now probably going to see a retrace because this move start around a little bit before 10:30. So many times we have a retrace at 10:35. Then here, looking to the opening range, initially we trade lower, failed to close between 2.5, so we expect some retrace here, and we trace back to the range, and here was a signature that I talked earlier. We couldn't close above the range, we failed 3 times, and also this only candle that closed above, we failed to close above -1. So here is a rejection of the higher price. I took a long here and closed this one. This short I didn't take. And then when we failed to get back to the range after 10, I took a short and I closed here. I didn't hold this one. I should have a runner holding to these lows. But here was a chop. It was a little bit difficult to frame a trade while price was inside the opening range, this zone here. And then on 1050 macro, we start trading lower, and after 10, pushing lower. And now, probably this consolidation will be the consolidation for this retrace. And if you think about our range, Uh, the current range of this retrace will be this one. So maybe you can retrace around 50% at least of the move, or 618, one of these two levels, and this one matches 0 and -1, and probably gonna trade lower around here. But at least 50% this retrace of this move after the 10 a.m. Yes, Fernando, correct. Because think about the the logic between the deviation, how price move between them. When we get around 3.5, we're gonna retrace many times between 0 and 1, or 1.5 and -1, and that's 50% of the range, and 618, and then pushing lower to here, because on the regular trading hours the same. The 4 deviations a little bit down, and now we are on the 50% of this gap from this high to this low. We are a little bit below the 50%, so we trade uh, a little bit in premium. So if you think about this range, 50% above premium, 50% below discount, and deep discount is on this 25% low in this lower quarter, and this level here is 19,515, and 515 is here. Look, this one, 50% of minus 44.5 deviation. So makes sense to finish this delivery here. Is the when price getting the deep discount in relation to this range. And here we can see some signatures that we would trade lower, because in London we're pushing higher, get back to the previous new week opening gap, fail to close inside the range, and then we play here, and 9:15 at the opening we get back to the new week opening gap, this one, and the candle touch and fail, and after this the next candle we trade between 50% of this range, and the next one to the lower quarter, and start closing below. And here we have this range so far, and if you think this is the rejection block to the downside, we are on 2.5, make some retrace. Think about the full fractal consolidation range, the level to here. But if you think about the consolidation range, because this for me is a manipulation leg to pushing lower, we probably trade around using this consolidation around here, 2.33, 2 and 2.33, around this one. And here would be, yeah, the same levels. And now here we're gonna retrace between 0 and -1, this one here, and also the levels of retrace, 618, 705. another thing that in the opening, if you think about the range, so that was the 915 high. So from 915 to the opening range low. You can see. So this high, the 915 high, we trading lower. This range we retrace to 0786, fade to close above, and then we trade lower. Now it's the 1050 micro. Yes, Frank, I believe so because looking to the higher time frame, look, I was measuring our range, our retracement range from this low. That was the low on last Friday when we breaking the high of this fractal consolidation. But if you measure the full range from this low to the high, now we touch the 0.786 level of retrace and measure this manipulation week of this consolidation. We traded between 50% of 44.5. And because I said maybe you can trade a little bit lower to finish this deviation here. This one, sorry. This one is around 19,540 and 19,506. And 19,506 is here. So it's between the 0786 and 886 level. So it makes sense that we trade between this range before going higher. And think about the same logic. I measured this one here. I measured this one here. That's the manipulation of this whole fractal consolidation. And here we trade into 3 deviation. And now we usually retrace between 0 and -1. But sometimes, let me change the color. See. 0 and -1, but few times we can trace something around 15% of the initial measure. So between 0 and +1. And 50% of this one here would be 19,498. And this one, 498, will be here, like few points below this, 7 points below this 4.5 deviation. And 498 here would be between 4 and 4.5 deviation of the regular trading hours. Because to invalidate this trend that now we switch to bullish, we need to trade and close below this low. But these retrace levels, price is getting back to probably this breaker here. And now think about the dealing range of the weekly time frame. We are in the low, trade a little bit above the 50%, retrace. Now we are between lower quarter, the 25 and the low. Short about short this price action, you mean, or after we finish this retrace? And here we get this level, retrace between the 0705 and 0786, and here will be the 0 and -1 of this measure. So it's inside this range. And 2.5 deviation is sometimes can be a reversal level, because if you think it's still a manipulation to going lower, this can be a reversal for this level. We can confirm this if price close below the 0.886 level of this range. If price traded here, or maybe a week traded below this 86, is a retrace to still going higher. But if close below this level, we take this low and trading lower. And this, for example, if this happen, for example, one candle trade below the low but close above the 86 level, can be a continuation of this move here. It's just a stop hunt. But what we need to pay attention, if it's close below this level, when you have a stop run like this, and close somewhere here, we can still go inside on these deviations here. And now we close below. Look, the body closed below, so we're gonna take trade lower. because price, this delivery is finished. Price need to trade at least to 50% of 3.54. And if it is confirmed, maybe in the 11, after 11 a.m., we can push here and see. And this is the distribution bearish of this macro. So trade to manipulation bearish and pushing lower. price touch the 50% of this range, it can be lower, but if it price change the direction here, this delivery is it's okay because we touch the 50%. Sometimes you can retrace in trade below to get here, but if you think about the minimum level to get for this delivery be done should be the 50% of 3.5 and 4. And we have this fractal consolidation. And usually the a consolidation or a manipulation for the hour, usually the 10 or 15 first minutes. I took along here, and then probably gonna be this retrace here. Oh, really, Natalia? I'm sorry to hear that. No, never. Yeah, it happens. I mean, sometimes this happen, but you don't need to give up. You need to keep focused, keep studying, and you're gonna you're gonna do better on the next one for sure. Let me do something here. I did long here, and I pyramid more here. So that's my final trade, and I didn't even change the stop loss. Is it? I pyramid this at the wrong time. I should with this retrace, but it's okay. This trade is about to happen, and we don't have the draws because we're on the mini. But this here is this one. Just one thing. Yeah, yeah, Frank. I mean, it's not the technique is not the lunch time yet. The lunch is uh, noon at 12, but the last hour, the 11 a.m. Sometimes the retrace is a little bit slow, and but that's it. I'll just wait for this trade, and I think if this is tap out, if this is the retrace, uh, let me see the range this one because I didn't have here. Mhm. Yeah, usually a retrace is something around here, but following this deviation with the safe measure, we don't get there. And maybe, let me see, if you measure the fractal consolidation, um, we almost get to the 50%. So yeah, most likely to see price get around here, but uh, always take partials, not, I mean, hold the full position until this level. Maybe you take the partials on these deviations and then you leave a runner to the 50%, or if it going higher, but to be safe, you know. And think about this. If I measure this week, maybe I measure they make the wrong low. So low is 54.75. Yeah, I measure wrong. So the safe measure is this one. Just this. Uh, here and here we got to 4 deviations. So uh, that's why price fighting to go to keep going higher. But I think still a valid trade because if I think about our retrace, we holding above the 50%. Because this delivery is done. So uh, we probably can trade lower from here because that's 4 deviation. failed to close below 80.86, so can be a valid retrace. I mean, I measure wrong here. So if I measure correct, I didn't take this. I mean, didn't add more here, but it makes sense because this retrace never closed below 80.86. So maybe the standard deviation will be the fractal consolidation one. It's this one. I always take the measure and the consolidation. Sorry, the safe and the consolidation. So here, think about the consolidation, never close above -1. And for the safe measure, we feel the forward deviation here. And you can think that this is the retrace level. We got to say minute 6. Yeah. And now price here. And now we are above 50% of the range. So if we don't close below, we can still go higher. No, these are fractal consolidation, the indicator, the fractal consolidation. Bullish fractal consolidation, bearish. But the way this price action looks, we probably going higher because we retrace never close below 80.86. So it's a high resistance liquidity run, and then pushing higher. Now we're trading above 50%. So this new consolidation, and if you break above, we probably gonna do the fractal consolidation range trade. But if I would measure correctly this one instead of this candle, this one that was the right one, I haven't added more here. So I was in profit because my entry was around here, my first entry. And then when I saw this one, I could close, but it's okay. Price is like doing based on this fractal consolidation here. No, the fractal consolidation is paid, Rafael. It's from 2 degrees, yeah. There's a link inside the link channels. Inside this channel, I'll get the code for you. There's a link here, and then if you click on that link, use my name as a discount. Code is Rafael. They have a 20% discount on the elite package. Hold on, I'll show you. Is this one? I mean, for the 1 minute chart, when I use, I just change it time frame in 3 minutes, and this auto I untoggle this one. It's the only thing that I change for the standard setting, and this one liquidity pools I uncheck it. So liquidity pools, auto, and change here to 3. The other things is the standard settings. And then we're about to get the TP, the first TP. Yeah. I mean, we need to trust the model. I almost closed here. I mean, it was like almost $700 in loss this time in drawdown, but I trust my model, and I know that's if we didn't close below here, we're still going higher. So not the best trade because I measured this wrong, and then I parametered the other time, but it's still gonna work. Think about this consolidation, and think about the consolidation. We have the 2.33 here. So I'll take off on 2.33, and because I have the double size now, I do like on 2 I take 1, and 1.5 I take another 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll put here because it's the runner, but maybe I move to 4 later. Now is this the range? Now this one here. For nada. Yeah. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, I mean, we need to trust the model. Of course, sometimes it can fail. Sometimes you can make mistakes. Like I made a mistake to measure the wrong candle here, so that induced me to take added another 4 counters on the wrong level because I was looking for something like this. Okay, I can add here, but actually it was this one. But yeah, we need to trust the model, and because 9 of 10 times is going to work really well, and sometimes you can have it like small losses, but what's matter make like more profit than losses. And then now this for trade, this is the trade for me, sorry. I mean, the 4.5 is not the 50% of that, but it's very close. And if you think about the correct measure from the range, Price start pushing lower from here. This one. No, this 1 to 3 start the low. Yeah, can be this one or this one, this. And yeah, this is the 50% of 4.5 minus 4.5 is the 50% of the range. So my final I put here, and that's the trade. Now I just need to wait. I took 3 off right now. 2 was here on this high, another one 1.5, and the risk reward I entered the trade was around here. So the initial risk reward was sorry, the lowest, the stop was here, this one, and this one. So if the trade plays out, will be 128 points, 6.11 to 1 risk reward. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's 11:30, and I mean, for me, that's my final trade for the AM session. Like I said, I took one long right after the opening, one short after the 10 a.m., and I closed it around here. And this is my last trade. So I'm just looking how it happens. And if it's something clear happened to the PM session, I post the trade. If not, I mean, for me, it's more than enough. I'm in profit. And that's it. Have a good Friday, great weekend, everyone. And I see you guys on next week. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Natalia, Frank, Mystic Echo, Ed P, Zito Chain, Coconu, Fernando. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks, Sen. I appreciate you all spend the time here. Thanks, Jess. And I hope you guys have a good day trade. It was a little bit tricky at the opening with the choppy price, but later we have something clear. Thanks, Step Out, and NKB. This live is recorded. I'm gonna edit the video and then I post it in a couple hours in this afternoon. Thanks, Dirk D1. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye bye.